Hello, everyone, how are you? Today we are going to talk about one of the most mysterious and fascinating phenomena in the universe, black holes. What is inside them? Is it possible to enter one? Can you travel in time or to other dimensions? Let's find out together in this video. But before, if you like science, astronomy and curiosities, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like and activate the bell so you don't miss any video. And if you want to support my work, you can become a member of the channel and have access to exclusive content and benefits. The link is in the description. Now let's get to the point. What is inside a black hole? To understand that, we need to first know what a black hole is and how it forms. A black hole is a region of space that has such a strong gravity that nothing, not even light, can escape from it. That's why it's called a black hole, because it doesn't reflect or emit any electromagnetic radiation, such as visible light, X-rays or radio waves. A black hole forms when a very large and massive star reaches the end of its life and explodes in a supernova. This explosion releases a lot of energy and matter, but also leaves a very dense core, which continues to contract by its own gravity. If this core has a mass greater than about 3 times the mass of our Sun, it will contract so much that it will become a black hole. But what happens to the matter that falls into a black hole? Well, that's a question that still doesn't have a definitive answer, because the laws of physics that we know don't work anymore inside a black hole. What we know is that, as the matter approaches the black hole, it is accelerated and heated, forming an accretion disk around it. This disk emits a lot of radiation, which can be detected by telescopes and scientific instruments. But when the matter crosses the event horizon, which is the point of no return of a black hole, it disappears from our sight and enters an unknown domain. Inside the event horizon, gravity is so intense that space and time distort and mix. The distance between 2 points becomes infinite and time stops. Matter is crushed into a point of infinite density, called a singularity, where the laws of physics cease to make sense. But is the singularity really the end of the line for the matter that enters a black hole? Some scientists speculate that the singularity may be a gateway to other universes or other regions of our universe. This idea is called a wormhole, which would be a kind of shortcut in spacetime that connects 2 black holes or 2 distant points in the universe. But this is just a hypothesis, which has no evidence or proof. Another possibility is that the singularity is a point of transition to a new phase of matter, which we don't know yet. Maybe the matter that enters a black hole transforms into something completely different, that doesn't obey the laws of physics that we know. Maybe there are other dimensions or other forms of energy that only manifest inside a black hole. But this is also just a speculation, which has no theoretical or experimental basis. And is it possible to enter a black hole and survive? Well, that depends on the size of the black hole. The larger the black hole, the smoother its gravity on the surface of the event horizon. This means that, if you enter a supermassive black hole, like the one that exists in the center of our galaxy, you may not feel anything different at the moment you cross the event horizon. You will only realize that you entered a black hole when it's too late to go back. But if you enter a small black hole, like the one that forms from a star, you will feel an effect called spaghettification. This means that gravity will pull you so hard that it will stretch your body like a spaghetti, until it tears your atoms apart. So, you will have no chance of surviving or seeing what is inside a black hole. And can you travel in time inside a black hole? Well, that also depends on the point of view. For an external observer, who is far from the black hole, time passes normally. But for an observer who enters a black hole, time passes differently. Inside the event horizon, time becomes a spatial dimension, and space becomes a temporal dimension. This means that, inside a black hole, you can no longer move freely in space, but only towards the singularity. And you can no longer control your time, but only see time pass faster or slower, depending on your position and speed. So, inside a black hole, you can see the past and the future of the universe, but you can't interact with them. You can see the stars being born and dying, the galaxies forming and colliding, the universe expanding and contracting. But you can't change any of that, nor go back to your original time. You are trapped in a black hole, with no way out. Well, folks, this was our video about what is inside a black hole. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something. If you have any questions, suggestions or criticism, leave them in the comments. And if you want to know more about black holes or other topics of science and astronomy, also leave your suggestions for the next videos. Thank you very much for your attention and see you next time.